name's Cami O'Donnell, and this is my informative speech for Communications 204. Today I'm going to be talking with you about the symptoms, stages, diagnosis, and treatment of Alzheimer's disease. A lot of people face Alzheimer's when they're hit a certain age, usually in their late 60s, early 70s. My great-grandma had it, and now my great-grandpa's starting to show symptoms, which is really kind of scary for me because it means that I might get it one day. No one really knows what causes Alzheimer's disease. It could run in the family, or severe head traumas, even exposure to certain chemicals could be a factor. Some of the symptoms include short-term memory loss. They won't be able to retain new information. If you introduce yourself to them, they won't remember your name. They might get easily confused while doing simple tasks such as cooking. You might notice they will get lost in familiar places like the grocery store. The first stage of Alzheimer's disease is mild stage, which is basically the same as the symptoms, but on top of that you will notice they will have trouble handling money, like doing things like paying bills. They might also have a personality change. The second stage is the moderate stage, where the symptoms are a lot more pronounced. You'll notice they won't be able to recognize family and friends. You might have to introduce yourself to them when you go to visit. And another thing is they'll continuously retell the same story over and over again, which I've had to deal with this when I worked at a nursing home. They'll also no longer care about personal hygiene. It'll be really hard to get them to take a shower or even get dressed in the mornings. The last stage is the severe stage, which this is where full-time care is needed because they will no longer be able to do anything on their own. Their communication skills will be gone. They won't be able to talk. They'll have to wear diapers all the time because they won't be able to control their bladder or bowel. In order to diagnose Alzheimer's disease, doctors will perform a variety of tests, which will determine, like whether or not they have it. They might interview family members just to get a better handle on the symptoms and how the person's been acting. And a physical response test is also really helpful in diagnosing. I listed some of the other tests here: the clock drawing test, mini mental stage examination, and the functional assessment staging test. So these are all very commonly used to diagnose Alzheimer's disease. Some of the treatments, there are two kinds of treatments. There's the inhibitors, which there's 4 kinds. Aricept, Exelon, the Exelon patch, and Razidine. And these are all approved to treat mild to moderate Alzheimer's disease. Next, there's the pathway modifiers, which it's known as Namenda. And it's the only drug approved to treat moderate to severe Alzheimer's disease. Another treatment is known as combination therapy, where they will use Namenda and Aricept together, which it's shown a lot of improvement in behavior and maintaining thinking. Also improved memory. I found all this treatment information at www.namenda.com, which is a great website for information on Alzheimer's disease. And in conclusion, even though there are a few treatments that have shown results, none of them are a cure. And I, for one, would love to see a cure for Alzheimer's disease by the time I start to show signs, just so that I won't have to put my family through a lot of pain and stuff knowing that I no longer know who they are or even who I am anymore. So all in all, I think we really need a cure for Alzheimer's disease. Thank you.
Yay! Everyone's still here.